Welcome back to my channel. I guess this will be part 4 of my composting toilet little project. I was waiting on my urine separator to come in. It should be in here today, but I got the boards cut. Everything else is outside. I just got to put it down and cut a couple holes. But while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to install a 12 volt plug back here. It's good to have 12 volt everywhere. I like to run off a 12 volt. So I'm going to hook this up and then a switch. Probably a little big on the switch, but at least you'll know where it's at. It's the only one I got. I have a couple of them actually. But yeah. Get my saw, cut a hole, get some wire. Let's go get all the stuff and the tools. I'll probably need this. These. I need these. You know what? I'm just going to bring the whole thing in there. I need a lot more than what I need. Tie rod. I'm going to need some plugs too, or some connectors. I don't know if I have any. Yeah, I got this in here. Need wire too. Not that. Cut off of that. Storage under my bed. Wire, basically. And a fuse link. Gotta have a fuse. Fuse everything. I'll probably put a 5 amp in there, maybe a 10 amp. 10 amp fuse. Won't be running that much off of it. This is 14 gauge wire, so it's pretty good wire. I gotta go get a drill. Drill hole. Get the drill. These are nice to have. I use these quite a bit on everything that I've done. Good little kit to have. Just take this and match it up. Probably the one right there in the middle. Yeah, that'll work. Cut the hole out. Easy peasy. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's go drill a hole. I think I'm gonna put it right there. I'm going to look up behind there though to make sure there's nothing back there, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing back there because I just put all this back together. This is a part 4 of my little bathroom reconstructing. Drill hole. Ah, perfect. And the piece didn't get stuck in there either. That's good. A lot of times it would get stuck down in there, but perfect hole. I gotta run some wire. Goes right in there. Perfect. Here's the fuse. I'm gonna start with that. Tap off that positive. And I gotta get some connectors. And a fuse. I got 10 amp fuse. I think that'll be enough. It's only to charge cell phones and maybe run a small 12 volt fan that uses no current at all. This is hooked up to my, this is going to be hooked up to my house batteries, which is running off of solar. So anything plugged into here is going to be charged from the sun and the battery bank up front. So it'll work out pretty good. Goes in there just like that. They go in kind of tight. You really got to push on them. These are pretty good plugs though. I have a bunch of these. I use these all the time. It's got a cap. It's outside. I wrap black tape around it also. And I've never had any shorts from water or anything. Got a little voltmeter here. I'm going to test the current coming out of here. Find out which wire to use. Just to double check. I know that red one is more than likely positive, but this is my water pump switch. If I pull one of these, none of my water pump switch, the other switch won't work. I mean, that's why there's 3 of them. It's going back to the switch that's above the stove. That's how it works. So if your switches ever quit working, check both sides. Make sure you got a good connection. Just a little word of advice, but I'm going to test these real quick. I'll be coming off of these 2 wires here, positive, negative. I have to drill another hole for my switch. I think I'm going to mount it right there. I can't get my hand up in there to do it. I'm going to do this first. And this to this, and then this is going to be fused. And into my switch. Got my wires pulled out enough. I unplugged it from the back of that. Test them again, make sure I got power. Cut into them. Plenty of power. 1310. It's moving around quite a bit. But that's running off. I'm running two batteries. Two regular cheap batteries that came with the coach. It's not my good solar bank that I have. If you've ever seen any of my videos, you know I have a better one. But the sun just popped up and it's cranking up around 14. That's 100 watts. 100 watt panel. Oop, it just popped off. But 100 watt panel produces that. Basically, what I do with that all day is I run a couple fans and charge everything. My cell phones, tablet, laptop. It's just it's just a charger all day. Now I'll have this back here that's running off the sun. That's pretty good though. That's no fuse or nothing. Just directly hooked up. That's what's going to go into the front of here. Two USBs on the top. 14.7. That's pretty good off 100 watts and charging two phones, a 10-inch tablet, and my computer. Never says full though, but that's where it stays. But get this hooked up the rest of the way, and I gotta wire that switch in. I put one end on the fuse. We're good to go. There's the positive side. Teed off, fused. Shrink wrapped it, made it look all nice and pretty. Shrink wrap is another thing to have. Shrink tube, whatever you want to call it. When you get into wiring 12 volt. Saves on black tape. Probably works a little better than black tape. Stays on there. Now I can do the negative side. Nah, I'm not doing negative side yet. Negative side yet. I've been having a problem talking lately. I don't know why. But I'll put the switch up in here somewhere. Ran into a little problem. I had to take all this apart, pull this first panel out, and make the hole bigger in the back because it wouldn't reach out. But everything works. I button it up and put all these screws back in. Looks pretty good. Off. On. I like these switches with the caps, especially when there's around water running down, so it'll help. And these are supposed to be marine switches anyways, so it'll be alright. Alright, all buttoned up. Everything works still. Light still works. That light still works. I like to check everything. 14.6 on the solar. I'm probably only pulling in, I don't know, 6-7 amp. But by the time the day ends, everything's charged. I'm good to go. Be surprised what 100 watts will get you. But this is ran directly off my solar. The front solar. I have two solar setups. But this is coming off right off the house battery solar setup with a 100 watt Renogy panel going into it. Cool. Well, if you didn't know how to put a switch in, now you do. I'm going to go up and check the mail, see if my that urine separator came in. I got to tighten that up. That's all I'm waiting on to finish this bathroom. My bathroom project that turned into 4 videos is probably going to be 5 now. Maybe even 6. Whatever. I only like to go 10-15 minutes and then call it a vid. You guys can skip it if you don't like it, whatever. But if you didn't know how to hook up a switch, now you do. Switch. This is pretty convenient. Another thing I'll throw in there. I never buy the permanent wall fixture USB plugs. Technology changes with these all the time. I mean, you guys have seen it. You got a C cable now and runs off different power. But now you got to read about these to make sure it's compatible with your device when you get these. And if you make one permanent, you're going to have to take all this apart again and cut that out. If you get a socket like this and just continue to stay up with technology and buy these, and they just basically slide right in there. I mean, you don't have to get one that reads volts, but electrical's my thing. I like to keep an eye on it. Now I can keep an eye on it in the bathroom. if I'm ever in here. But it works. I'm gonna go check the mail, see if that separator's here. Yeah, I think I'm about over 10 minutes on this. This will be part 4 of my bathroom renovation, painting and everything else. If you missed the first 3, go back and watch them first. I don't know everything about this stuff, just kind of showing. Switch was a good idea. I like this 12 volt back here that runs off the sun, so that works out pretty good. This is the top for the composting toilet. The whole reason why I started these videos was for the composting toilet. My urine separator did not come in today. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to get on there and see if I can track the package to find out where it's at. But that's how you hook a switch up, guys. Like, subscribe my video, a lot more coming. Have a good day. Later.